Welcome to the World Roundup show. There's been a political earthquake unfolding in Hungary with partial results coming through from the parliamentary election. They are showing a seismic victory for opposition leader Peter Magyar over Viktor Orban, bringing his 16-year rule to an abrupt end. Cheers have sounded throughout the Magyar camp just as he confirmed he received a message from Orban congratulating him on the win and conceding defeat. For the outgoing Prime Minister, it's time to lick his wounds. He's called it a painful loss in the polls. According to the latest results, 77.45% have been counted and 138 seats are so far going to Peter Magyar. That's above 133 for a two-thirds majority. Let's bring in Clovis Casali. Clovis, just take me through the moments when the crowd realized they had won.
Well, when the news came in that Viktor Orban had conceded defeat, there was a silence here. People reading the news on their phone, and then very quickly, lots of cheering. People extremely happy here on the banks of the Danube. There are thousands, if not tens of thousands here gathered behind me. I can't even see the end of the crowd. And that just tells you something. People here have been chanting ever since anti-Fidesz slogans, pro-TISA, and also one chant that they chanted at one point, Russians out of the country, which is a slogan back from 1956 during the Soviet era. A lot of booing also when Viktor Orban came onto the giant screens here that are on display on the banks of the Danube, especially for this election night. When Viktor Orban appeared on the screens, people started insulting him, booing him, and then cheering again when he was off. Here, scenes of jubilation, a true celebration. Tens of thousands of people here, Hungarians, who always dreamt of this moment of seeing Viktor Orban leave power. It has to be said, there are a lot of young people here, a lot of people who are 25, 30 years old, even under that, and who've always known Viktor Orban in power. So it's a significant moment for them. And we're also talking to people earlier who were saying, we used to vote for Fidesz 10 years ago, we used to vote for Viktor Orban, but that party has changed. We wanted new hope, we wanted a new cause for our lives, for our country, and we now have it.
Clovis, a lot of that built on economic stagnation over the past 4 years. A lot of that built on fears of Hungary moving away from Europe. But now there's excitement, certainly. How much is Orban still going to be in the conversation, though? Or do they believe that this is such a significant defeat that really it does mean the end of his time at the helm?
Well, Viktor Orban said during his address to the nation that he was going nowhere, that he would be the leader of the opposition, and that he would be with his fellow MPs just on the other side of the river from where I'm standing, in that beautiful Hungarian parliament, all lit tonight. And Viktor Orban saying that, well, that's not really what the crowds here wanted to hear. Crowds here who are all supporters of Peter Magyar, they wanted him out, but he refuses, but he's conceded defeat, and that's sweet victory for the crowds here. Let me tell you that we're expecting any minute now Peter Magyar, who should be coming along the steps where I am on this platform, to then go to another platform along the river. That would mean that Peter Magyar would be walking through the crowd, probably celebrating with them before coming where we are. And I can tell you that because security has been pushing us further away for security reasons, of course, as he is set to arrive in a few minutes, and then he will go and address the crowds here. People who've arrived here hours ago, from I'd say 5 p.m, so that's nearly 5 hours ago, large crowds have been gathering here, watching election night on the giant screens. What can I tell you about these crowds? Smiles on the faces, people waving Hungarian flags. We've also seen a few European flags and a lot of pro-Tisa chanting and anti-Orban, and also, as I told you, a few anti-Russian chants earlier also.
It does seem to be the common theme, Clovis. As soon as Peter Magyar does come, we will be trying to cross live to you and just get a bit of that atmosphere, a bit of that flavor. It looks so supercharged, but it's more excitement about the possibilities of what can happen in Hungary in the next couple of months. And certainly, if they get the supermajority, that is what counts. Over 66% of the parliamentary seats. Now real change can actually be effected.